any person, group of person, or even a company proceeds to form a company, then they are called promoters of the company. Promoters bring together man, material, machinery, money, and management. According to Companies Act 2013, Section 92, promoters are the person whose name is written in prospectus or in annual return, which is decided by the company, or who has control over the affairs of the company directly or indirectly, like directors or shareholders, or on whose advice, direction, or instruction the board of director of the company is working. They are called promoters. Remember, it is not applied to person professionally working in the company. The promoters perform various functions to bring a company into existence. So let's see the functions of promoters now. First is they are identifying the business opportunities, they are conducting feasibility studies, they are taking name approval, they are fixing up signatories to the memorandum of association, appointment of professional they are doing, and last is preparation of necessary documents. Let's see first identification of business opportunity. It is first and foremost activity of promoters. It may be in form of new product or new service, or making some product available through different channels, or finding any other opportunity for the investment. Next is feasibility studies. Before converting the idea into real project, detailed study of feasibility is required, which is depending on nature of project. Here, help of experts is also taken, like engineers, chartered accountants, or advocate, etc. It includes three types of studies, like technical feasibility, financial feasibility, and economic feasibility. First is technical feasibility. Sometimes idea is good but technically not possible to execute, like the raw material or technology is not easily available or not available in the country for the project. It makes the project technically unfeasible. Next is financial feasibility. The promoters have to estimate and arrange the required funds for the business opportunity. If project requires large amount of money which cannot be easily arranged by them, then the project has to be given up. Like if you want to develop a township but it requires large amount of investment which cannot be arranged by the promoters by starting a company, then it is not financially feasible project. Next feasibility test is economic feasibility. Sometimes our project is technically and financially feasible, but the chance of it being profitable is very little. In such case, the idea may have to be dropped. Promoters are taking help of experts to conduct these studies. Only the project giving positive results of investigations is selected, and promoters may decide to actually launch a company for it. Third function of a promoter is taking name approval. After deciding to incorporate a company, the promoters have to select a name for it and submit an application to the registrar of the companies of the state in which registered office of the company is to be situated for its approval. If the proposed name is very similar to existing company, or same name or name is misleading, the name is not approved by registrar and alternate name may be approved. Therefore, three names in order to their priority are given in the application to the registrar of the companies. Next is fixing up signatories to the memorandum of association. Promoters are deciding who will be signed the memorandum of association of proposed company. The person who signed memorandum of association are the first directors of the company, and their written consent to act as a director and to buy the qualification shares in the company is also necessary. Next is appointment of professionals. Certain professionals like bankers, auditors, brokers, underwriters and solicitors are appointed to assist in preparation of documents which are required for the incorporation of the company. Last one is preparation of necessary documents. The promoters takes up steps to prepare certain legal documents which have to be submitted to the registrar at the time of incorporation, like memorandum of association, articles of association, prospectus, consent of directors, agreement if any is there. Remember, about all these documents we are going to learn in detail in next video.